let me save you a couple $1,000s to remind you of something that you already know. You need to love yourself a little bit more. You need to go harder loving yourself. You need to impart yourself with self-love at every turn. Okay? When you find yourself looking outside of yourself for love, you need to pour back into yourself. Okay? And I say I want to save you a couple $1,000s because it doesn't matter who the message comes from. But I'm going to tell you, if you're seeing this message now, all right, if you are attracted to this message, okay, when you see it, you need to know that self-love is the ultimate love, okay? Because when you pour into yourself and you love yourself, you attract, okay, that same vibration, that same level of love, right? When you see people out here overjoyed and loved and happy and just beaming, okay, with all this good energy, yeah, they could have people in their life that love them. They could have people that are loving on them, in love with them, but it starts with you. It begins and ends with you, okay? Because the minute you stop pouring into you and you start looking more external to yourself, okay, and prioritizing other people over yourself, right, you're already at a deficit. And I'm here to tell you, you deserve better than working from a deficit, okay? Working from the negative, working from a low vibration, right? I am here to remind you that you need to love yourself a little bit more, because your spirit team wants you to understand how important that is right now in your journey and throughout the rest of your life, okay? In this earthly realm and in the astral world, all right? Happy new moon, y'all. If you're seeing this message right now, okay, today, tonight, we are in the midst of a new moon, okay? And I hope that you've taken the time to really reflect upon what this energy means for you, all right? One practice that I'm always kind of spending some time doing is setting intentions around every new moon, right? And I believe this new moon is in Gemini, okay? And so that is heavily in the realm of communication, right? You could be seeing folks coming back, spinning a block. And not just spinning a block, but maybe people that you may have had on your mind at one point or another. And then voila, in this new moon energy, they just kind of pop up. Or they give you a call. Or you receive an email, right? There could be some folks that you've been thinking about that have crossed over to the other side, okay, that appear in dreams, all right, that try to message you through synchronicity, symbolism, through numbers and numerology, okay? But all of that is about you loving yourself and opening your heart, not just to other people, but to yourself, okay? I hope that you all are doing well and that this message finds you doing well, right? Because I know today the energy has been interesting. I would say that for many of you guys in the collective, it's been peaceful as fuck, all right? You've been chilling. You've been doing your Sunday fun day, okay? And then for others of you guys, it's been a little overwhelming. I'm feeling a bit of overwhelm, right? So I want to get into the tarot first and see what this energy is about, because you know what? I know one thing. In order for you to love yourself, you got to be honest about how you view yourself, okay? Understanding that self-worth is something that is prescribed by you and no one else, all right? And if you have a low self-worth about yourself, what you think other people gonna have? We got the Hierophant in the reverse popping out first, y'all. This is more like rebellious energy, okay? This is more about like challenging the status quo, okay? And when we're talking about loving ourselves, it may have been for some of you guys where you really looking at the definition of love and what that means to you, okay? For some of you guys, it's looking in the mirror, okay? And redefining what it is that you desire in your life, right? Where love and relationships are concerned, I'm hearing that some of you guys, don't want to follow a traditional route. You don't want to do what society tells you is social. Oh my God, you guys, I'm going to get this out no matter who doesn't want me to. You may not be wanting to do the traditional shit. You might not want to just be in a, you know, one person monogamy relationship. You might want to consider polyamory, okay? That is very specific, okay? Take it how it resonates, right? But at the beginning and end of the day, it starts with you and what you desire, right? Because you're no longer willing to go out here and live on somebody else's standards. You're also not willing to go out here and be fake about what it is that you want, okay? You realize that you get one life and you want to live it to the fullest. All right, you want to live it to the fullest, and the only way that you're going to do that is to love all over yourself and be honest with yourself first and foremost. All right, yeah, you got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay, air signs could be significant: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, yeah, for some of you guys, you know, this new moon in Gemini, it's really got your eyes open to what it is that you really want from yourself and from others, okay? A lot of you guys are realizing that you had to heal yourself. You had to spend some time in isolation, okay? And that's when you started to embark on this journey of true self-love, okay? And just because you loving yourself doesn't mean that you can't require love from others, that you can't reach out to get help from other people as well. All right, let's get another card. Ooh, oh, if they wanted to, they would, period. Bingo. Bing fucking oh. All right, the card says, stop writing fan fiction in your head, babe. It's time to face the truth, okay, of the matter. And that's exactly what you've been doing in this period of isolation. Many of you guys are coming out of isolation and you're ready to go outside, and I understand that, but you got to stand on the truth of what any matter is. And if it's revolving you loving yourself, okay, it's important for you to be honest with yourself. That's where self-love really makes sense, okay, begins to make sense. Let's get one more card. What else does the collective need to know, Spirit? The color blue could be significant. White could be significant. Somebody could have been deep in thoughts recently. Not everyone is a lesson. Some people are just dumb. Both of those cards are about facing reality, okay? You know what it is. You ain't got to pretend. You know what it is, all right? And a lot of you guys are on a journey of self-study as well, okay? You could be reading self-help books. You could be just becoming more self-aware, okay? Really thinking about what your passions are, what your hobbies are, and leaning in the direction of the things that make you feel good, not just what you've already done, okay? It's not about creating what other people, you think other people want to see for you. It's about what you want for yourself. All right, 9:34 on my clock as I say that. So all this goofy shit is coming to an end, okay? And you're ready to take action. But I'm telling you, it starts with you. Give yourself a little bit more before you so easily reach your hand out to help somebody else, to give into somebody else, to love somebody else. And trust and believe you will attract every fucking thing and every fucking body that you need to attract, baby. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me, okay? And if you did follow this message to the end, make sure you follow me on all my socials. Links are in my bio, all right? And I'll see you next time.